Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
7-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 2.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From way up at the 23. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And complete to Zach Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a gain of a yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll go with Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not just sneakers, but the ones that make me watch your step.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Packers 6, Buccaneers nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brought down at the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Now Kelly. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Max
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
They run. Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
In the end zone.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Hurts. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Buccaneers.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. O.J. Howard as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point.
Buccaneers 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. But the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And complete right side to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Complete to
his 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
17 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Throwing is Hurts. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Left side complete to Lockett. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Jones. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Stop short of the goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Packers have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Down, Buccaneers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders on for the extra point. And he missed it. Oh, would you believe it? It is no good.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Rodgers looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. He's back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For his wideout, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And we've got a timeout.
To number 8.
9 seconds remaining.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drip. Champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, stay in the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Go and tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking. Go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from.